Hello and welcome. What a lovely evening for meditation. I don't think there's ever not a lovely evening for meditation. Let's just start by settling into the body and notice what that means for you. Might be relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. Maybe it is softening the muscles on the face, releasing or relaxing the jaw. Maybe it's in the hips or in the pelvic area. We all hold our tension differently, and we hold different types of tension in different parts of our body. So when we become aware, then we just recognize it without judging it or getting upset about it, but just, noticing, hey, I'm tense, I'm tight. I might benefit from sending the message from my brain to that part of my body to soften and relax. So it's all practice. You can send the message, you can send your breath. You can actually think yourself into a relaxed, more comfortable state internally, no matter what's happening outside. Gifts through practice. Start to tune into your breath. Noticing just the gentle rise and fall of the chest. You don't even have to change your breath. Sometimes when we notice our breath, we're inclined to adjust it or to deepen it, but that's not always necessary. Sometimes it's just in the simple awareness. Now, if you feel like you want to create expansion, then you can deepen the breath. If you feel like you want to stay right where you are, then you leave your breath right where you are. There is no right or wrong. Just notice. Feel the sensation, the breath entering the body and exiting the body, and use it as a tool to soften or relax, to shift your awareness, to change your story. Maybe it's just to notice your story. Maybe the story doesn't need to be changed. Or maybe when you notice your story, it does change. So let's not worry so much about doing as about being. So be present for yourself right here. Be present in your breath. Notice the gentle inhale, soften and relax on the exhale. Feel the expansion, feel the release, feel the give, feel the take. Notice the sensations in the body as they give and as they take, as they release and as they acquire. What does it feel like to inhale, to take in? What does it feel like to exhale or to push out? The push pull of your breath is kind of reflective or indicative of the push pull of our lives. And the pause is indicative of the moment in between, the balance between the push and the pull. There's one at the top of the breath and one at the bottom of the breath. Notice the breath in, notice the breath out. All these things that we can notice just by being present with our breath. It's incredible. Could you imagine all the things that we could notice if we were just present with our life? Right here in this moment, we have millions of bits of information passing before us, through us, in us, all of the senses. You get to choose which ones you want to put your attention on. And where you place your attention is where your focus goes. And where your focus goes is where your attention goes. And that's what you notice. Focus, attention. It's only drawn to one of the very small things that's taking place in this moment. And if it's not a place that feels good or a place that feels aligned or a place that feels right, then you can shift your attention by noticing something else that's also happening in this moment. Take a nice deep breath in. And on the exhale, softly, gently release. So I want to read this little verse from Wayne Dyer. And it says, can you learn to witness your life rather than identify with it? Believe it or not, that's where the bliss resides, where higher awareness resides, and where authentic freedom resides, in witnessing your life rather than identifying or attaching to it. So we're just kind of noticing our way through life, not getting too sucked in or too drawn in or too much push or too much pull. Just noticing the experiences. So I'm going to continue with the page. It says, take time to appreciate the beauty in your life. Take time to be contemplative. Take time to see that this is a magnificent universe. There is an intelligence to this whole thing, and everything you come across has something that you can appreciate in it. Rather than filling your inner world with criticism, skepticism, doubt, anguish, or pain, understand that you always have a choice. All your thoughts are things that you control. Once you take to heart the idea that what you think about is what expands, you can put your attention and energy on that which you appreciate rather than that which you think is not working well for you. Once you take to heart the idea that what you think about is what expands, then you put your attention and energy on that which you appreciate rather than that which you think is not going well. Then you will see for yourself these heightened awareness things manifest for you. So we take time to appreciate the beauty in our lives. We take time to slow down and be contemplative, to listen to your inner knowing, your inner voice. Take time to recognize that what's happening in our outer universe is already incredible. Have appreciation for everything you come across, even the discomfort. Once you take to heart the idea that what you think about is what expands, what grows, where you put your attention is what gets all of your attention. That's what you notice. So place your attention and their energy on the things that you appreciate, the things that make sense to you, the things that you would like to draw more of into your life. You have a choice in your thoughts. You have a choice in your thoughts. So we try to practice using the breath to weed out the thoughts, using the stillness to have the awareness, to witness life rather than attach to it. Attaching to anticipated outcomes just creates disappointment because the outcomes would never be exactly identical to the anticipation of it or to the vision that you have because you can't control any of the external factors. Take a nice deep inhale, fill your body with breath. On the exhale, soften and release. So we want to use the word divine. I want you to introduce yourself to the most divine version of yourself tonight. The word divine, divinity. You are divine. You are already divine by design. The universe needed one of you, just one of you, perfectly whole and complete in all of your imperfections, in all aspects of learning how to become the best, most authentic version of yourself. This is all practice, but you are already divine. You were created in the likeness of yourself by the same power and energy that created the universe. You are divine. Inhale. Exhale, soften, relax. Let's practice telling ourselves we are divine. We are divine creatures. We are divinity. We have been created unique in our own identity, in our own likeness, to be able to become the most authentic version of ourselves and carry out that unique purpose that was gifted to us. You are a unique part of something greater. And without you, it's incomplete. Now, if that doesn't make you want to step into your best version or your light or your highest, most powerful form of yourself, I don't know what will. Because the truth is that you're divine and you have a purpose, and that purpose is created and connected to everything else. So we polish and we practice and we push and we pull and we move ourselves and we resist and we create tension and then we soften and we do all of these things in order to mold and shape ourselves into that divine being that we already are, that fits into that purpose that's waiting, that's already there. You can't deny it. We're practicing. We're practicing living our most authentic life so that we can move into our divine role. We take the divinity within us and we show up and we trust and we know. And we don't get attached or hung up or held back or stuck for long because we have the awareness that we're part of something greater. You can only resist your divine purpose for just so long. So if there's something that you would like to step up to or step into, take a nice deep breath and imagine yourself there. Because where we place our attention and what our intentions, so we have attention and intention. So where we place our attention and what our intentions are, all collide in this divine purpose. So maybe you know part of it. Maybe you feel part of it. Maybe you understand. Maybe it's starting to show itself. Maybe it's becoming more clear in the quiet. that which feels like your next step, your next move, your opportunity to move your divine self closer to your divine purpose. Let's breathe with that for a couple moments. Take a nice deep inhale, fill the body with breath. On the exhale, softly, gently release, relax, let go of anything that's in your way, anything that feels like an obstacle. Let's polish that to an opportunity. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, you remind yourself that you are divinity in motion already. You're a divine creature, divinely crafted in the likeness of yourself by the universe. The same energy that created the universe created you. So we live in this magnificent universe. We don't just live in it, we're part of it. We were created as a piece, as an integral part, just like all of the other integral pieces, all of the other important parts. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, soften, relax, release. Maybe on the inhale, you may want to talk about I am divine. And on the exhale, you can softly, gently settle into that. And on the next inhale, I am part of something greater. We exhale and we relax into the idea of that. We take a nice big inhale and we trust that we are on a path to a divine purpose, multiple divine purposes, because each step along the way, your divine self shows up. Your divine intentions are with you. Nice deep inhale, fill the body with breath. Exhale, release any doubt, fear, anything working against you right now. Inhale. Every inhale is a reminder that you are perfectly crafted, unique, fabulous, divine. And every exhale allows us to shift away from anything that's holding us back, anything that goes against that. Follow the breath in, push the breath out, pull the breath in, push the breath out, pull the breath in, push the breath out, pull the breath in, pull in a little more, pause at the fullness, just keep the breath in the body, and then push the breath out. And when you get to the bottom, pause at the empty. You can pause for as long as feels right for you. You can lengthen or shorten the inhalation or the exhalation. You control your breath. You control your physical movements. You control your thoughts. Thoughts create action. If the desired direction of your life is not, if the direction of your life is not the direction that you desire it to be in, then you take that pause and you shift your thoughts. And when you shift your thoughts, you shift your energy into another direction. And then you can explore that. And there's no mistakes in the exploration. There is only deeper awareness and more understanding. Follow your breath in, follow your breath out. Rather than filling your inner world with criticism, skepticism, doubt, anguish, or pain, understand that you always have a choice. All your thoughts are things that you control. Once you take to heart the idea that what you think about what you is what expands, then you can place your attention and energy on that which you appreciate, that which feels good. Suffering is optional. Suffering is equated to being stuck in your thoughts and not being able to shift or manage or recognize that you have control. You are navigating your life. You are divine and in charge. Pay attention to what you're in charge of. Pay attention to what you're choosing. Notice without judgment, bear witness without attachment to the experiences that you're having. You are a divine being. You are designed in the very likeness of yourself from the same energy that created the universe. As beautiful as you see things in the external world, they are equally as beautiful inside of you. But you have to look for them. You have to draw your attention to the beauty inside and out. You're in charge of how you feel. Begins in your thinking. So think about being that divine human, that divine part of something greater, perfectly designed in the likeness of you with a divine purpose. If you're not sure what that is yet, trust that it will show you, and that everything that you've met along the way on your path is preparing you. Gratitude for all of the experiences and all of the opportunities, regardless of the outcomes. Sometimes victories are not found on the scoreboard or in the boss's evaluation or wherever it is that you feel like you're rated. Victories are found in each and every awareness, in every experience. There's some win, there's something that shows itself. Divine. I am divine. I remind myself every day I'm unique. I have everything I need. I have a divine purpose. And every day we do something that challenges us, that moves us closer. to that truest, most authentic, divine version of ourselves. You are divine by design, no way around it. It's already there. Once you embrace it, that's when you begin to feel it and see it, live it, that divine life. Take a nice deep inhale, fill the body with breath. And on the exhale, softly, gently release. Inhale, take a nice deep breath. On the exhale, softly, gently release. Just notice how you're feeling right now. And then let it go. It's that balance, the balance between the push and the pull, the highs and the lows, the gives and the takes. So, whatever it is, even if it feels good, we release it to make space for things that feel even better. We don't have to hold on to any of it. It's all just passing through us anyway. We're all living temporary experience to temporary experience. Just trust that you are divine and that you have great purpose as a part of something greater. I want to thank you guys for joining me tonight, and I hope I see you next week. Have a lovely, lovely rest of your evening. Thank you.